So many champions on this one here, man. Rashid Kay coming through, We Never Die. I'm going to say various artists because how many people are on the strike?
There's only four. There's Muchin from Pitori. There's MDU from Durban. There's Rebongs from Cape Town. And there's the Lady AV Rain Candy from PE. So it's like more like a national anthem.
You see, this is why they call you the honcho. Just in case people don't know what the honcho is. The head brother in charge. I don't know if I can say that.
Just say the HNIC.
Yeah, you know, the N-word. The N-word with the thing there. Ladies and gentlemen, the time is exactly 9:43 right here on the Bogart Morning Show. My name is Ronnie J. Drez, extraordinary DJ. And in the building today, we got the one and only, the master, the rapper, the head brother in charge, hip-hop artist, creative director of the Back to the City, SAHHA's South African Hip Hop Awards, and the podcaster as well. The man has done a lot, especially bringing...
And a broadcaster as well.
Yes, man. But especially the most important thing that you have done is brought the culture, the people in the culture together. Not only in the country, but continental, even worldwide.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, Rashid Kay is in the building. How you doing, man?
I'm all good. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm great, man. Yes, I know. This took a long time. I know we were supposed to meet last week and the week before.
It did. It was like the timing was bad. Like,
yeah, I know it was bad.
Back to the city, we were hectic. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Back to the city, man. Hey, that was amazing. That was literally amazing. I couldn't make it because I was out of town. But from everything that we saw and everything that the reviews and everything, people are saying it's one of the most organized festivals out there.
The safest.
Is it? Okay.
That's the only time you can be in Joburg and feel safe.
Because, you know, a lot can happen. A lot of festivals have.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of ups and downs with a lot. But you guys got it correct, man.
Yeah, man. We're celebrating 18 years. There's no way we can get it wrong. 18 years of Back to the City.
Yeah, man. I remember the first days Back to the City. You remember?
Under the bridge.
Under the bridge. There was nobody there.
Yeah.
Actually, started off, I think it was in 2012.
2007. Before there was even a mall in Newtown.
Yeah. It was like never there, man. Oh, but it's quite impressive, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to the team Back to the City. And then you guys birthed the South African Hip Hop Awards as well.
Yeah.
So we're going to be talking all of that. But before I continue, I wanted to ask you. We're talking about the clean version of the hip hop. Why don't the SA hip hop particularly make clean versions anymore? Like they don't post them online. They don't. Is it a thing of saying like they want streams or what? What's happening there?
I think they only do that on radio singles. If they're gonna submit the song to radio, that's the only time they do a clean version. But they don't upload it for you to get it online. I don't know. I don't do.
We got children who want to listen to you. Why? Is it business wise? What is it? Personally, I think it's unfair. Personally, I don't know.
It is. I think we should up the game because I've seen when you check Eminem, there's the album with an E meaning explicit,
exactly,
and then there's a one with the C meaning clean. So you can get the whole album that's clean. So I think we need to start doing that as well.
Yeah, we really need to start doing that because I've been at it for a while and I can't find any clean versions online. Like I go to a wedding and or maybe to a party or whatever it is, and and I want to play the clean version. And there's children there. It's a birthday party, and they know Nasty C.
Yeah,
they know this thing. Now the parents are there. Now you're trying to play that song. It's just awkward.
And I'm sure that swear word is coming, and now you're looking at the kids and thinking, are the kids gonna say the swear word or they're gonna?
And the most shocking part, the kids they know the song.
Yeah,
they know the song.
They do,
and they want to hear the song. Now it's like, hey man. It's something else.
Rashid, let's take you back to the events that took place this weekend. Of course, you just mentioned now you're celebrating 18 years of Back to the City. Of course, there were some moments that did stand out for a lot of people as far as media exposure is concerned, but also for you as an organizer, for you as a manager, for you as at the back end of the event. What were some of the key standout moments for you in this year's Back to the City?
This year's Back to the City.
Yeah.
Hey man, I wouldn't know. We never get time to watch the event.
I can imagine all the runarounds
because we're working the whole day, so we always watch it later because everything is captured, and I think SABC 1 is gonna play it a week after or two. So, but everything went smoothly. We had 18,000 people registered, you know. So
That's a lot.
I think it was the production was amazing. We had
Sorry to cut in, Rashid.
Yeah.
18,000 intentional or 18,000 coincidence based on the 18 years of celebration?
It wasn't intentional.
It wasn't? Oh, so it just happened. Oh,
Yeah,
wow,
it
look
just
at that.
happened. It
Oh,
just
yeah?
happened. You know. So yeah, 18 was our big number. So yeah, the production, everything went as planned, you know, and we didn't receive any complaint. Nobody got hurt. No car was stolen. You know, we didn't receive any negative feedback.
Yeah.
So everything, we had 3 stages, and we had Benny the Butcher as the highlight of the festival. So
Okay, yeah.
everything was amazing. You know.
Yeah, man, quite impressive, man. But when we come back, obviously, we're going to talk about a little bit more about the business side of things, because, you know, that's the most important things, because people see all these things and they don't know how it becomes to light. Or maybe, you know, because the whole point of the culture and you guys doing this, obviously, to bring new artists and just to put people on. You guys still doing the masterclass on the day?
Yeah, we do. We also have the 10K challenge on the second stage for unknown rappers, up and coming rappers who submit their music, and then we choose.
All right, cool, man. This is the Bogart Morning Show. Ladies and gentlemen, Rashid Kay. Good morning.
This is Bogart Man Radio.
It's the one and only Lala Toxin come through with Zeke Kumalo on this one here. Shinja Magia, MK production on this one. This, when it came out, they said it's the song of the year, but now, hey, the competition is tough now. Everybody's coming through with new hits, man. It's incredible. But yeah, man, DJ Tira hasn't dropped, so we're still waiting for him, man. Lots of artists out there, and obviously you always been the advocate for supporting emerging talent, man. Yeah, because if there's one person who does that, it's you, bro. Shout out to you, man. No, we gotta give you the flowers, man. They gotta know how important it is, you know, for people like you in the industry and everything else. So as things for young artists that they need to know to succeed, and I know you got a hip hop masterclass podcast as well that you're always putting people on in this knowledge, and I find it quite very interesting as well. So what are some of the things that artists, like the core things?
You need a team and a rollout plan, because in the music industry, the easiest thing to do is make music, but the most difficult thing to do is what to do with the song once the song is there. You know, you hear a lot of people say, "Yo, I've recorded a hit, I have a hit," but where is it? What is it doing? Because they don't have a rollout plan, you know. And you also need to have a team. You can't be calling me yourself. Yo, Rashid, put me on. That's unprofessional. You need someone to represent you.
So this representation, who's supposed to represent you, and how do you get these people?
It could be anyone. It could be someone who doesn't know anything. I could be feeding him, like, yo, call this guy, say, I'm so and so representing Rashid Kay, and I'm looking for this and that. It sounds professional, even though the guy doesn't know what he's doing. You know, if I'm behind feeding him, like, yo, send an email to this guy like this. And, you know what I'm saying? It's just that to look aesthetics, to look professional. Oh, this guy has a manager. This guy has a publicist. This guy has a PR consultant. You know, so yeah.
No, which is quite impressive. You've built a strong brand in the SA hip hop. I had DJ Speed Star the other day in here, and obviously we did speak about it. Hip hop being dead, SA hip hop being dead, actually. And then he says currently it is in the state, it is, and he didn't mention why he was saying that. But
I think it's wrong. I think it's wrong. I think it's wrong.
Because he was saying that because people are not very supportive of each other and the whole industry and the whole thing.
Let me tell you something. I've been telling people this. Hip-hop is not rap. You know, people, just because there's no rap hit songs, people say hip-hop is dead. That's not hip-hop. When someone says hip-hop is dead, do you know what hip-hop is?
Exactly.
Can you mention 3 graffiti artists? Can you mention 3 breakdance crews? you take rap and make it the whole thing and say rap is hip. It's not.
But it's a culture.
It's not. Hip hop is the whole thing. You cannot single out one element of hip hop and say that's hip hop. No. If rap is struggling, that's not hip hop. If rap is dead, hip hop is not dead. At Back to the City, we have all elements of hip hop. You have people spraying graffiti under the bridge. They don't care who's rapping on stage. You have people playing basketball the whole day. They don't care who's performing, who's rapping on stage. You have kids skating at skate park. They don't care who's rapping on stage. You cannot take rap and say this is hip hop.
That's a fact, so.
Yeah.
Clear facts. I mean, it is true, man. Like,
I agree with you. I think it makes sense. We for the longest time, and I like to think, well, possibly during the period of during the feud between AKA and Casper New Vest, it was always misunderstood, or rather, it was understood that this is hip hop. This is what we came here for. This is what rap was. Forgetting all the other elements that made those two artists to be where they are. So I think for more than anything, in the media eye, we've always been presented to say hip hop is only on the musical side of it. The media does not portray hip hop and say graffiti, because now you also understand generally if you're driving past and see somebody painting on a wall graffiti or spraying graffiti on a wall, you always think, this guy's vandalizing this wall. But you don't understand the art concept of it. You don't understand this guy was paid to go paint that art on that wall. But generally, because the media always seems to portray hip hop as music, hip hop is only music, we forget the other elements of hip hop. Hence why other people come and say hip hop is dead, and us on the outside will think, okay, cool, there's no AKA, there's no Casper, that means hip hop is truly dead.
The thing is, a lot of people rely on radio for the music that they hear. Smamane just hit 8 million streams with his new album. Is that a symbol of death? Pretty Ugly reached 6 million streams on Dust with his album. You know, is that a symbol of death? No, because Metro FM cancelled the hip hop show, YFM cancelled the hip hop show, all the radio stations cancelled hip hop shows at the same time. So you don't have these platforms where you hear these songs, but these songs are bigger than what you hear on radio. You know, so people say hip hop is dead because you're relying on radio and MTV, but the numbers are bigger than last year.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So we keep hearing all these numbers and everything else, you know, and there's a whole culture in it. I'm going to use the word culture. Yeah. There's a whole culture around this. How do we monetize this? How does one survive in this? Is one able to do that? In terms of this, like
artists, we all know that streaming is like the greatest ripoff of all time for artists. You know,
clearly.
Yeah. Because you have to make $3, you have to have 1,000 streams.
To make $3.
1,000 streams just to make $3. That's about 55 rand.
Hey man, I'm gonna calculate my thing. I got 10,000 streams. I'm gonna calculate how much that's $30. Okay, $30.
You know what I mean? That's a rip off, and it will sometimes it takes you the whole month to make 55 rand. You know, but the money
for the KFC though.
The money in the music industry is in the live performances, the bookings, the gigs. That's where artists make money, a lot of money, you know, because you can charge anything 30K, 50K. If you're a big Zulu, you can charge 100K for a gig. You know, that's where they make their money. But make sure that you have a solid team.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you just mentioned about the solid team.
Yeah.
Let's take it back to outside a little bit of hip hop, just music industry as a whole, you know, because you know we got a lot of artists coming out and say, you know what, I've been cheated, or it's the contract was not what we agreed upon, and you know it comes down to money. Yeah, everything comes down to money.
Yeah,
what's really going on there? Like, and when is the perfect time to do? Let's say we're doing a song, and now before we do the song, because I'm in my creative mode now, I'm trying to bring all this paperwork that it just doesn't work that way. How does that? How can one? Where's the balance in that?
You bring the paperwork when the song is done.
Simple, right?
Yeah, not before, because when we're recording, when I come to your studio and I record a song, maybe someone else is gonna come the following day and lace a verse. You already signed the split sheet. You know, when the song has been finalized, mixed and mastered, then. Before it,
then that's when you can do the paperwork.
Yeah, that's when you can do the paperwork. You know, So
because you know the story which has been recently, was it it's Pori? I mean, they dropped
it's
the
everyone.
song.
It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people, and
But there seems to be confusion with that. Like a lot of confusion because it seems like nobody really knows how it's supposed to be done.
they do. But like when we're in the studio drinking Hennessy, vibing, you cannot spoil the mood and see here's a contract. You know, I heard DJ Cleo.
Suge Knight stuff.
I heard DJ Cleo the other time saying when you're vibing with the chick, you cannot up front while you guys are still vibing and say, okay, condom or no condom.
Sure.
Yeah.
There are things that you discuss later, you know, because once you come up with those things, they're gonna kill the whole mood, the whole vibe.
It puts a big elephant in the room. And of course that comes off with what that comes off as one of the challenges in the music industry. You've been in the music industry for quite some time. Ronnie has mentioned the paperwork as one of the biggest industries. You've also, previously you also touched on the conversation where we've decided to split ourselves. If you look at the Amapiano or the Afro tech side of things, they've almost created a conglomerate of musicians that come together and share music with each other. But now if you look on the hip-hop side of things, there seems to be a division of hip-hop to say, I'm the best, I'm better at this, so I'm going to put my music out ahead of you, where there's never really a consensus and saying, let's do this together, let's push this movement together. Other than that, and other challenges we've mentioned, what other challenges do you face as an organizer, as a manager, as a broadcaster, as a podcaster? What other challenges do you face in the industry as far as music is concerned, also as far as hip-hop is concerned on its own?
I think hip-hop artists operate differently, you know. They don't work like I'm a piano artist, which is a disadvantage, you know, because if I go to a studio, if I have decided that I want Casper on my song, it's gonna be Casper and nobody else. Whereas on this side, I'm a piano, I go to the studio. If something Soweto is there and he likes the song, he jumps in. If Young Stana is in the studio and he likes it, he will lace a verse.
Which is what
at the end of the day, you have 5 to 8 artists on one song. Hip hop artists don't do that unless it's a remix.
Yeah. It's not about the music. It's about the message.
You know.
Yeah, man. Okay, cool. So I was discussing something earlier on that I posted, like, have you ever had found yourself in a situation where someone's words pushed you to the edge, you know? And I got quite a couple of comments there. I'm not quite sure on Twitter. Someone says, when on the Bogart Radio app, when someone consistently disrespect me and keep poking me after I tell them to stop, that tells me that the only language they understand is the hands. Do you think that's a viable thing? I mean,
no, it's not. It's not. When you run out of reasoning, that's when you resort to violence. You know.
Yeah, I'm just speaking about this because of the altercation that we had. We don't know whether it's true or not. You know, backstage there of the other dude, and you know.
It happens. It happens. You know. It happened with Nota and Stogie the other time. It was a physical confrontation. So I'm not surprised. A lot of people who want to give him some hands, you know.
5 minutes past the hour, 10 o'clock. This is the Bogart Morning Show. Rashid Kay is in the building. Good morning.
This is Bogart Man Radio.
It's the man of the moment. This one here is called Jack. Yeah, man. How did you perform it back to the city?
It performed well, but he wasted a lot of time trying to talk to the crowd. When he started performing this song, his time was up.
And that's like the time, man. That's like...
No, back to the city doesn't play whether you Casper or if you don't stick to time, you get cut off.
doesn't play.
You get cut off.
TT will cut you off. Speaking about cut off, I was discussing with someone. I heard that Oscar Boys also is cutting people off.
He's not a stage manager. Why does it do that?
I don't know, because I believe this past weekend Makazi was performing, came and pulled out the USB.
And it's the second time it does that.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah.
What's the story there? Why is he doing that?
You take two or three flights to Ibiza and Dubai, you perform there twice and you come back and you think you're the king. I think that's what the situation is. And
Oscar Bo. Oscar
You
MBO.
know, also, the other
it-
difference is in our music industry here in South Africa, there's culture involved, and to take this notion of an international music industry is a lot more. It's a different approach, because here, part of the culture, that culture, one of the main parts of it is respect, and if you don't have that aspect for any other artist, irregardless of what level of artistry they are at, you almost get looked down upon. Same situation like you mentioned now with I think it was the Mass Music and Maporisa, where people actually went onto Twitter, where the masses went onto Twitter and supported Mass Music and got him the credentials. It shows that
Something Soweto?
Soweto, right?
Yeah,
Something
yeah.
Soweto. It shows that irregardless of who you are, what level you are as an artistry, the level of respect is always important, and masses have a voice to say when you come across with some form of disrespect.
I just want another artist to do the same thing to Oscar Mbo and see how he's gonna respond to it. You know, if I come there, he's performing, and it's my time to perform, I just take off the USB. Like, yo, I'm supposed to be on stage, not you.
Yeah, imagine that.
Let's see how he's gonna handle it.
It's real.
Yeah.
So are you saying most of these clubs they need better stage managers and stuff like that?
It's not that. Like, stuff happens. We're running 15 minutes late. It's not the artist's fault. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying in some way he's wrong, but in another way he's also right.
He's right. He's right about it being his time, but not how he acted.
Okay, how he reacted to it. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, that's facts. That's facts there, man.
Yeah.
All right, cool, man. The hip hop, I see you got a lot of podcasts surrounding that as well. In fact, it's just music in general. Tell us a little bit more about that. The podcast.
The podcast, I have 2 podcasts that I'm doing. It's the masterclass where we talk music business, music education. If you watch that, you won't be ripped off. You know exactly about contracts and royalties and stuff. And then I have the HNIC Castle, where I interview the record executives. You know, I had Usimamneu, I had DJ Spoo, I had
I saw that one.
Sipos Tole, you know, I had Slicker, you know, from the executive perspective,
the business side of things as well.
You know what I mean? So been trying to get Jose from Ambitious. He's been dodging me.
I'm sure he's been dodging a lot of people.
You know, I've been trying to get Lance as well. Yeah, I've been trying to get Lance as well. So
okay.
Yeah. But we're doing well. The podcast is there, the masterclass channel on YouTube. Check it out.
One channel or it's 2 channels?
It's one channel with different podcasts on it. It's the same network, same as Mac G is doing his thing,
network,
where he has like 5 podcasts on the same channel.
Oh no, impressive stuff.
Very, very interesting. Of course, you've built quite a reputable name for yourself in the music industry. Of course, over the 18 years that you have been involved in hip hop as a whole. Now, of course, what would your advice be for emerging establishments, for emerging talents in the hip hop industry?
Discipline, man. Like, everything you do and say will catch up with you later. You know, so. I know back then when I was little, I used to write a lot of irresponsible stuff on social media, and then I got employed by SABC. I spent a day I spent a day deleting offensive stuff on Twitter and Facebook. So I would search myself. I'll say Rashid Kay.
But you know it never gets deleted, because I still see tweets I deleted them, but they're from 2018. I don't know how that happens.
Mine are gone. I don't know how you did it. Me, I'd sit down and say, Rashid Kay, homosexuals. What did I say about these people? And then delete, and then it comes up, and then say, Rashid Kay, racism. What did I say about that? And come and delete. I spent a day like cleaning my pages.
Of course, you gotta clean, because you never know where you are.
But you don't have to do that. Like, be responsible from the word go.
For sure.
Yeah.
I know, that's impressive, man. Quite impressive. So broadcasting. Tell us a little bit more about that journey there.
Broadcasting. Been on radio like forever. I started on Ukozi FM 2013 to 2015 doing a hip hop show there, and then 2015 I joined Metro FM. with Oskido. Stay there.
Yes.
Yeah, stay there for.
Well, shout out to you, because that was for a very long time. You
Yeah,
guys
7 years. 7 years. Yeah, been on Metro FM for 7 years until 2022. You know, and then I joined One Africa. I was there for 5 months. Now I'm back on Ukozi FM every
now it's
Saturday.
Bogart Radio, ladies and gentlemen. Rashid Kay.
I just need to check. Oh, ma.
Nah, interesting stuff, man. Shout
Yeah.
out to you, ladies and gentlemen. The time is exactly technology. But anyways, the time is exactly 26 minutes past. When we come back, Rob is going to handle us with the sports there. Good morning.
This is Bogart Man Radio.
The name is Ronnie J. Dress, and this is the morning show. In the building, we've got Rashid Kay, the GOAT, the head brother in charge. Yes, sir. No, he is in hip hop, like literally, guys. You don't understand. You don't understand. Yeah. If you've been listening, you would know. The time is exactly 10:38. When we come back after this one here, it's going to be birthdays. But before we go on, well, we do play a game every time we got a guest there where we co-host with him, and then at the end we'll play a game. So this game is going to be very simple. We're going to give Rashid Kay a phrase or something, and then he has to tell us, just within under minimum of 3 seconds, the first thing that comes to his word. So we're going to go for like a minute or so. Yeah, just about a minute.
The first word that comes to your mind when I mention these, of course, the game's called Rapid Fire, and we just want to pick your brain a little bit to see where your mind is at in this early morning.
Okay,
you ready?
So I'm gonna go. You're gonna go, or you're gonna go?
You can go.
Oh no, you can go.
Okay, let's go. First one: hip hop's future in South Africa.
beautiful.
The best collab with SA hip hop.
Anati and AKA.
Sorry.
You said that. Lyrics or beats? Which makes a song better? Lyrics or beats?
Lyrics.
Twitter or Instagram?
Twitter.
Favorite SA artist of all time?
Pro Kid.
One thing you would change about...
it's the time. Man, but it was quite fun. That was the whole... Okay, no, that was 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Now we need to do another 30 seconds.
One thing you would change about South Africa's music scene?
Business.
Old school or new school hip hop?
New school.
Producers or rappers? Who runs the show?
Producers.
Vinyl or digital?
Digital.
Who's currently killing it in SA rap?
Usimamneu.
Most underrated SA artist?
Proverb.
Worst thing about being a rapper?
They think you're rich.
That's actually very true.
No, that's very true.
We've seen them at Grandeur Motors and Ferro Motors pretending that those cars belong to them.
Like we know you.
We've seen it.
Those streams ain't got money, and we don't see the bookings there. What's going
on?
We don't see you on the flyer.
What's going on?
Where do you get your money
We see
from?
you under many more. What's going on? Yeah? You listed under many more.
Nice. But I like the best collab that you said. It was AK and Anati.
Yeah.
I can't get any better than that. You know, I've always mentioned here several times on the show. That's like our Watch the Throne of SA Hip Hop, and I wish they could give us. And I know they've got another one. I know they've got it. The album is still there, and I know they. Please, if they do, please just release that.
It's gonna be weird now because people are gonna think he's using AKA because he's no longer here.
You know, people.
Even on KO's new album, he has a song with AKA.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's dropping on the 18th. Is it this Friday?
Yeah.
But we've given at least enough time, and we understand. Like, come on, guys. The music is for the people at the end of the day. And if you're going against that, then it doesn't make sense.
True.
It doesn't make sense at all.
Rashid, you like we've already established, you're a big legend in the building, and now you gave one sentiment of advice as far as taking responsibility for your own craft in the music industry. Of course, there are a lot of those that are still listening, be it a producer, be it a rapper, be it a manager. General advice for anyone that's coming into this music industry, maybe not specifically in hip hop, because we know music is more than just hip hop as far as the genre is concerned. Coming into the music industry for somebody that's been in it for 18 years and maybe plus. What are some of the key advice, some of the key items that you have learned that you perhaps like to pass the baton down for those that would like to follow your footsteps?
If you wanna protect your IP, you don't have a lawyer. Samra is far. the easiest way is to email your stuff to yourself. So if you have a proof on email, the date and time you protected, that stands in the court of law. Nobody's gonna steal your stuff or register as their own. You know, so that's the most important thing. Whether there's split sheets or not, but if you have proof that this thing is yours, and you have the earliest date, then you're good.
Take on of your craft, pretty much.
Yeah, man. Quite impressive stuff, man.
Bogart Man Radio.
All the way back in 2000. That's when this was released. And I'm going to play something very shocking. And that this song sounds like exactly like the other one here I'm about to play for the Music and Lights. And somebody needs to explain what's going on here. Or somebody needs to go to court. We need our royalties, ladies and gentlemen. We got, this is Jaru, New York. Oh my God, this does sound the same. It does sound the same.
I got 100 guns, 100 clips. Nigga, I'm from New York, New York. I got a semi-automatic that spits next time if you talk, you talk. I got 100 guns, 100 clips. Nigga, I'm from New York, New York. I got a semi-automatic that spits next time if you talk, you talk. And I know y'all niggas is pussy, punani, vagina. Your monologues getting tired. Now it's time to ride. To print this, you fired. You no longer desire. So take off them silly chains, put back on your wire. I'm on fire. Holly dipped in octane. Let East Coast bang, let West Coast bang. And Rule gon' bring the ghetto gospel to every hood possible. Pushing through in the sky blue. Back with the guard you now. Preferably the 4-pound slugs flying at the speed of sound. Trying to catch the ears of niggas that's running their mouths. I might get my Brooklyn niggas to run in your house. I don't really understand what the running's about. But we hunters, we take pride in airing our prey out. Leaving them laid out dead and just for sport. Cause we ain't playing up here in New York.
I got 100 guns, 100 clips. Nigga, I'm from New York, New York. And you can tell the way the homies spit. That nigga, I'm
Okay, somebody needs to explain something here. Because that beginning is the same as Mendoza. Like, literally.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let me play kind of like that. Oh my God, it's the same thing. All right, cool. So just okay, just to give you guys insight. Obviously, the New York Ja Rule track was released in 2004.
Yeah.
And Kalakata was released
and
the same time he was here.
and he was here. He was in South Africa in 2004. I remember because he had a fight with Amo over the dressing room backstage, and Amo pulled out of the Ja Rule tour. Yeah.
Why has he got beef with everybody, man? Hey, Ja Rule, come on, brother.
Yeah, but I mean, it was a great sample. So just quite unfortunate it went through unrecognized until today. I think you're the only one that has brought this to my light, that Ja Rule actually sampled in Kelegata. And Kelegata supposed to be one of the greatest songs, the biggest songs in South African history and culture. Obviously referring to the pretty much translates to the tough guy or the boss himself, reflecting on the empowerment theme of the lyrics. Quite a powerful man that Mduduzi Shabalala was, also formerly known as Mendoza, really a man that has gone on pretty much, I don't want to say an unsung hero, but it's quite important that we only recognize him now, the effects he had in the music industry, so much so that a lot of international artists got influenced by him. Really important.
For sure.
Hey, man. Okay, we're going to close off with this song here in Kalakata, obviously, you know what I mean? Standard. Standard. No, for real, man. Yeah. Okay, cool. Some parting words to, especially with, because you said SA hip-hop, look, the future looks beautiful and everything.
Yeah, it is. It strived when people said hip hop was dead. You know, from now on, and we had 18,000 people at Back to the City who only came for hip hop. So you can imagine the inspiration, what producers and rappers are doing right now. You know, it's gonna be crazy, and the business side of things as well. You know, and we have Gaten McKenzie on our side.
People don't understand. People don't understand. Because I remember I watched the interview for Gator McKenzie before he came to you guys.
Yeah.
It was like, there's something in Newtown. The hip hop guys, they're doing it. He didn't even know the name. But like, you could tell that he did his research and he knew that place existed.
Yeah.
To me, that's impressive. You're ready.
That's
that
dope.
means when he came to you guys, he had already made up his mind.
For sure.
To say, you know what, we're going to fix this. And he recognized.
For sure.
He recognized hip hop as a whole, which is quite important, man. Hey, yeah, thank you so much for coming through. And yeah, hopefully we have you next time. And no, he's going to come here. He's part of Bogart Radio now.
Yeah, he's
Thank you guys for the invite. I'm definitely going to come back. Yeah.
Shout out. Before we let you go, a quick insight as far as our socials are concerned. How can people get insight and viewership as far as this past weekend back to the city content is concerned?
Yeah, Back to the City content is gonna play on TV first before we put it on YouTube. If you missed the concert, you're still gonna catch it. You know, it was amazing. Benny Butcher bringing on stage Kane Kid and Stogie T. It was amazing, man. It was beautiful event. Otherwise, you can follow me on the socials at Rashid_K, RASHID_KAY.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, Rashid Kay, the head brother in charge, is leaving the building. Shout out. Good morning. Breakfast is served.
This is Bogart Man's Radio.